Hi, I'm David, a volunteer with the Statewide Health Insurance Benefits Advisor Program, also known as SHIBA. Let's talk about option 4.4 in our Medicare Jumpstart Toolkit. Your options if you get your coverage from your former employer. Your two options are: check with your retiree group health plan to see if it offers other options, or leave your group plan and choose a plan on the open market. Keep in mind, there are important things to consider with this choice. In this video, we're going to talk about option 2, leaving your group plan and choosing a plan on the open market. We're going to talk about your options if you choose to leave your retiree group health plan, including Medicare Supplement, or also called Medigap plans, and Medicare Advantage plans. You might want to leave your retiree group health plan if your needs have changed, or if your employer makes changes to your coverage you don't like. What is a retiree group health plan? A retiree group health plan comes from your former employer, including from a union, the federal government, state government, local school districts, or a private business. Being a part of a retiree group health plan is different than buying coverage on the commercial market, and you have certain rights and rules to follow. If you leave your group coverage, you may not be able to rejoin later. You'll want to check in with your group administrator or benefits administrator on the rules about re-enrolling. Any changes you make to your coverage, including leaving the group, can affect your dependents too if they're on your plan. Make sure to compare your plans closely by looking at the evidence of coverage document and check the provider network. The drugs it covers. Can you go to the pharmacy you want? What your out-of-pocket costs, including the maximum out-of-pocket costs, are. And if there are any benefit limitations or exclusions. Leaving your retiree group health plan is a big decision, so make sure you've considered the impact carefully. If you do choose to leave your retiree group health plan, you have two options. The first is Original Medicare, which means you buy a Medigap plan and a prescription drug plan, also known as a Part D plan. Or you buy a Medicare Advantage plan. With Original Medicare, you'll use your red, white, and blue card for both Medicare Part A and Part B services. And with Original Medicare, you need to buy a Medicare Part D prescription drug plan and a Medigap plan. As a reminder, Medicare is major medical insurance, and it doesn't pay for prescription drugs or services that are not covered by Medicare. It also doesn't pay 100% of your costs, and you probably want some help with those costs. Let's start with Medicare Part D prescription drug plans. Part D plans are sold by private insurance companies that contract with Medicare each year. The plans and the drugs they cover can change every year, so be sure to check your plan during open enrollment. To find a plan that covers your drugs and includes your pharmacy, create an online Medicare account at medicare.gov and use their Plan Finder tool. You can enroll in a plan directly from the website and have coverage start January 1st of the following year. If you're not comfortable using the web, you can call 1-800-MEDICARE for help enrolling in the plan you want. Next, you'll want a Medigap plan. These plans are important because they pick up the part of the bill that Medicare doesn't pay, or the gaps in coverage, and those include anything that is Part A, hospitals, or anything Part B, doctor visits, lab tests, and x-rays. As a reminder, Medigap plans only help with Medicare-covered services. They do not include prescription drug coverage or vision, dental, or hearing. Also, they don't include services your retiree group plan might cover, such as acupuncture, chiropractic services, massage therapy, or naturopathic services. If you do choose to leave your retiree group health plan, the good news is that here in Washington State, you cannot be denied coverage for a Medigap. You have what's called guaranteed issue rights. As long as you apply on time and follow the rules for your application, you cannot be denied a Medigap. Keep in mind, these are Washington State rules, and the rules might be different in other states if you're helping someone who lives elsewhere. To learn more about Medigap plans in Washington State, go to insurance.wa.gov and find our What You Need to Know About Medigap Plans guide. We also have a chart of approved Medigap plans where you can review the different plans sold by a variety of insurance companies to see which one fits your needs. Keep in mind that some of these plans may not cover the full gap of what Medicare doesn't cover, so you should be careful in reviewing which plan will best meet your needs. Once you have selected a plan with an insurance company, you simply need to contact that insurance company to apply for that plan. The application process is usually simple. Sometimes they will send you a form, sometimes they will allow you to do it online. Once you're accepted, pay the first month's premium. Then your coverage will be in effect after that date. You could also talk to an agent or broker who works with the insurance company you prefer. Choosing a Medicare Advantage plan. If you choose instead to buy a Medicare Advantage plan, your new plan will include Medicare Part A and Part B, and generally prescription drug coverage. They also might include extra benefits such as vision, dental, and hearing. Medicare Advantage plans typically include prescription drug coverage. There are some that don't, and if you need prescription drug coverage, you should not choose one of those. Also, with Medicare Advantage, you do not pick a standalone Part D drug plan. Medicare Advantage plans are managed care plans sold by private insurance companies that have an annual contract with Medicare. They have a specific provider network where you'll need to get your care and services. This is different than Original Medicare, which allows you to go anywhere in the country that accepts Original Medicare. The best way to compare plans is to create an account at the Medicare website and use their Plan Finder tool to compare the benefits they offer, including the provider network, the formulary or list of covered drugs, and look for any limitations and exclusions that apply to benefits that are provided through their provider network. And most importantly, ask your local hospital and your providers if they accept the plan that you're interested in. Be aware that with most Medicare Advantage plans, there are rules about things like prior authorizations and referrals to specialists. Make sure to read the plan's evidence of coverage document for details about limits and exclusions that apply to their covered benefits, especially benefits that might be important to you. Be careful. Enrolling in a Medicare Advantage plan could automatically cancel your retiree group coverage, so make sure you're ready to leave your retiree plan. If you need help understanding the options I've talked about, please visit the Office of Insurance Commissioner's website. Its SHIBA program has excellent resources to help you. To learn more, go to insurance.wa.gov/Medicare OEP.